Hi, my name is Mark. I'm one of the pastors here at Trillium. You've probably heard an old saying, count your blessings. It's often used in situations where people are struggling or they're dealing with some kind of difficulty. And we can become very myopic in the midst of our struggles. And then someone will come along and say, well, count your blessings. And it's an invitation to look up and see the big picture, because even in the midst of our struggles, the blessings in our lives are almost countless. Yet I wonder if anyone has ever sat down and actually counted their blessings. Like written them out on a piece of paper. Like, where would you begin? Like, I'm thinking from my own life, well, I really am grateful. I feel blessed to have Sally as my spouse. I feel immensely blessed to have Elizabeth as my daughter. I feel immensely blessed to have good health. I feel immensely blessed to work at Trillium. Geez, I'm getting tired after 4. In each of those categories, though, there's probably hundreds of blessings to be found. I mean, my wife blesses me in hundreds of different ways. And my daughter also. My good health blesses me in a myriad of a variety of ways. My ability to move and go on a beautiful hike on a summer day, or going on a bike ride, or climbing stairs to a museum, or whatever it might be. There's so many ways that my physical health and my good health and my pain-free existence facilitates my life. I mean, working at Trillium, there's probably 175 people in this congregation, children and adults, that are active in the church. And each of them blesses me at least one way, and many of them in a variety of ways. So already I'm probably at 2,000 blessings if I began to write them out. Now, of course, I don't do it, and you probably don't either. No one really does. In fact, according to the scriptures, the blessings that we have been given in life by our Creator and by people around us who love us, by life itself, is innumerable. It's more than the sand on a beach, a large beach. You could never count them. It's impossible. So maybe that's why we never actually get around to doing it. It seems to me that there's another way of understanding count your blessings, though, and it's a harder one to get your head around. And it's the blessings that come through us to other people. I mean, if there's a recipient of blessing, there's someone who gives the blessing. And while I could easily write out probably 2,000 ways that those 4 categories I mentioned to you bless me, if you asked me to start describing the ways that I bless others, I'd be stuck. I have no idea. I really don't know how I bless other people. One of the tragedies of funerals is people come together, there's some kind of eulogy, commemoration. That's when people get up and they begin to talk about that deceased person's way of blessing their life and blessing the world around them. And yet the person themselves is dead. They're gone. They don't get to hear it. And I've had people come up to me and say that they wish they could have their funeral before they died, so they could hear how they have impacted people around them. We're looking over the next 10 weeks at becoming a more generous person in life. 10 simple ways to become more generous. And the first important understanding is to begin to calculate the benefits of being generous. We don't get to see the benefits on the giving end. We experience it on the receiving end. The giving end may be even more important than on the receiving end. Jesus invites us to reflect powerfully on how we touch the world around us, how we're meant to be the extenders and amplifiers of life. I mean, the word generous itself literally means to give birth, to make life happen. And one commentator said about generosity is the willingness to reach down and lift others up. To lift others up. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how is that lifting up ministry going for me? How is that lifting up ministry in life going for you? Are we involved in lifting people up in life and helping them become amplified by the blessings that we give to them? We may never see the full fruit of what that blessing looks like. I suppose a life of faith is trusting that when we reach out to others in love and in joy and peace, nonetheless, life will take hold in that moment. And it will amplify and extend out in ways that we can't even begin to imagine. It all begins simply with trusting that counting our blessings is both a wonderful opportunity and an invitation.